Hey guys, what's going on? This is Dark Helmet Cat 67, bringing you with another episode of Lego Worlds. Um, Welcome back to Spaceball City. So, you guys remember Mike? Say hi. Mike says hi. Alright. Happy Thursday. So we have an exciting episode planned today. I did some work off camera. And let's actually go on a tour of what we have so far in Spaceball City. So, so here. Let's actually be the bat. Um, let's see. Where's the vampire? Where's the vampire? Vampire. Where are you? There it is. I probably mentioned this to you before, but so if you transform into the bat, you can actually get a good perspective of your city without ever flying in a vehicle. So let's go over let's go on a tour of what we have so far in our Spaceball City. And then which I will then show you some of the stuff that I did off camera that Mike and I worked on off camera. So right here is the a park. We'll call it Pugsy Park because Pugsy sits on top of the platform. So it's basically Central Park where you can like sit down on the picnic tables, relax, can play a game of basketball, take a stroll around the park, and even play on the playground. Like swing on the swings, play in the sandbox, slide down the slide, or go on the roundabout. So these right over here, as you probably remember, these are showcase models from the game, and I converted those into high rises. Right over here is the Palace Movie Theater, the dance hall, ice cream shop, a little pirate hotel. And I may eventually move some of the buildings elsewhere, like maybe this dance hall for this example. Maybe that dance hall I may move somewhere else. I may move that to somewhere else in the city. Make like a separate district for that. But we'll see. And this is an apartment building with some cool stairs. And yeah, and a little cafe. Let's actually go back into the bat's point of view. First person mode. That way, like what the bat is seeing. This right over here is a showcase model. That's the diner. Right next to it is a little farmer's market. What I did is I converted the a barn. I converted the barn brick build into a little farmer's market. A little a little grocery shop. This right over here is the town hall. That's also a model that came with the game. And a post office. You know, where you want to go if you want to mail letters or send out a package. Right over here is CVS. That way you can, like, pick up medications for, you know, sick people. Right next to it is the Octane gas station. That way people can tank up their cars before they go on, like, a long road trip. And then right over here is the clock tower. This super cool clock tower that I painted it. I painted it gray. So that way it kind of looks pretty nice that way. So that's that. Right over here is the police station. There are two types of police stations in this game. There's this white one and there's a brown one. But I decided to use the more generic one, the white one, because it looks pretty nice. It kind of best fits in a city. Right over here, I added a tire shop. That way, in case if your car breaks down, you can drop off your car and get it repaired there. And right next to this is an arcade. That's one of the showcase builds. So who's the guy that made the models for Lego Worlds? I think it's Plastic Him. Plastic Him made some really cool showcase models for Lego Worlds. So it's kind of cool. It's shaped like an arcade console, and inside the glass you can see the whole arcade scene, like some of the games. And right down there, oh, I love the way that coin slot looks pretty nice. And right inside the bottom level, there's probably some more gaming stations. So right over here, what I did off camera, I actually started to build like a food district. See, we got McDonald's, Pizza Hut, um, what's this, is that Taco Bell? Yep, that's Taco Bell. And, Dunkin' Donuts. Pretty nice. There's gonna be more restaurants. There's gonna be more restaurants in this area, like a Subway restaurant, maybe a TGI Fridays, or maybe a Ruby Tuesday, and even a Red Lobster. Like all the good sit-down restaurants. Like I need to place like some sit-down restaurants, so that way my Lego citizens can actually like go and sit down at a restaurant and eat their meal there instead of taking it to go. And what I did right over here, I started to build an expressway, like a highway pretty much. Like I made the ramp, like I removed one of the roads and I replaced that with a T-junction and then just built a road ramp that goes up. and right onto this raised road. Which, speaking of which, we will have raised roads in our city. Like expressways. So that way people can, like, get around traffic. And right over here is another apartment building. The same one like that one, but I just painted it white. And this right over here, that's not a town hall. I'm actually converting this town hall into something else. Like, I'm gonna convert this into, like, a radio tower. Like a little radio station building. So that way there's, like, radio. Like, car radio. When people listen to the radio. You know what I mean. And right over here, I started to build a big Y. Right over here. Big Y world class market. And right inside here is where you would get your car. Which I'm not done with it yet. There's definitely more to be put inside there before it's done. So this would be the place where this is where you would get your car, and then you would enter through this door. Notice the little green rectangle. I put green rectangles and red rectangles to indicate which way to enter the store and exit the store. Like if you're standing outside and if you want to enter the store, you go through this door. But if you're inside the store and if you want to exit the store, you can't go out where you came in from. No. If you want to exit the store, you go through that door. So that way there's no confusion and my citizens don't go the wrong way. So oh, it's nighttime already. Let's head on over here. So as you remember in the last episode, we started to build a residential neighborhood in our Spaceball City. And what I added right over here is a firehouse, fire department, and a hospital. This one's basically like a little clinic. It's not particularly a hospital because hospitals are huge. And I did mention in an episode that that maybe I'll build like a large hospital, a bigger hospital with wings and everything, even a cafeteria. Because when you go to a real hospital, there's an actual cafe or cafeteria where you can get French fries, hamburgers, etc. Almost like a school cafeteria. And this right here is the neighborhood. And as you remember last time, we placed down some houses. And I did place down some houses some of the same houses, but just recolored them. Like, I need, like, maybe I'll try to find some more houses that I want to build. Like, maybe some modern houses. Those would be fun. Yeah. And we'll put some leisure things, like parks, like pools, a basketball court, tennis court, a skate park. It would be cool someday to build like an entire skate park. And there are some houses right over here that I placed. Like, the yellow one is Mike's house. And that's about it. So now let's debat ourselves. Uh, let's actually spin the sky. And let's switch back to our builder, Mike. Let's be, Emmett Mike. He looks like Emmett from the Lego movie. And that's it. Those are some of the stuff I did. We'll eventually get back to building the neighborhood, but that's not what we'll do. Oh, wait. Maybe, you know, that actually does give me an idea. Maybe, maybe like we should put like some kind of commercial buildings, like small businesses as you enter the neighborhood. Like like maybe a toy shop or something. Or, you know, I forgot. I actually placed a building on this stretch. See, I extended the road out a bit, and right over here is Famous Footwear, so that way people can buy new shoes whenever their shoes are getting too small on them. They can just go to Famous Footwear. But you know, I actually have this idea. We are going to build a parkway or an avenue. Those of you wondering what a parkway is, you have two roads that are parallel to each other, and on one road, one goes one direction and the other goes in the opposite direction. Like, so here's what I want to do. See, how many road plates do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 road plates. And I want to put the parkway somewhere in the middle. In the middle of it. Is this the middle? Maybe we'll have the parkway. So let's go ahead and remove this road. And remove that road. And then we'll place down T-junction. There we go. So there we go. Now let's pick up the straight plate And let's start placing roads. So this is what a parkway looks like. Two roads that are adjacent or parallel to each other, but except one goes in one direction. Like we'll have this road only go this way, and then this road only goes that way. Don't worry, I'll put arrows. I will put arrows on those so that that way people don't get confused which way goes where. So let's keep extending out our roads. That way we can make. I may eventually, like, finish the parkway off camera. Because I want to, like, build some other buildings around here. So, alright, let's actually... I'm actually going to fill in the sidewalk on this side. Come on, Mike. And then let's line it up with here. And let's place it. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we have reached the end right here. Well, let's actually place down the corner so that it gives us an idea. So let's place down the corners on each of those so that we know. It gives us an idea of where to put it. Okay, we'll just fix that later. We'll cover up those studs. And I think... Alright, so let's switch back to the straight one. And fill in these right here. We'll have some of the studs showing. That's fine. That's totally fine. Alright. Now to truly fix this, let's take a plate in medium stone gray. And then just fill in the gaps. There we go. So that's where our parkway, and I want to, and along the middle, we're gonna put like trees and everything. So here, let's continue the sidewalk. Alright. Alright, we are extending on our city. So, let's stop about... I think we're almost there. We gotta stand. Alright, let's do the other side right now. And let's fill in the path. Almost there. And this is how far as we can go. Alright. So that we got that taken care of. Now let's well, it's nighttime already. I can hear the nighttime music. Alright. Alright, let's spin the sky. So, the way we're going to do this, we're going to use the raise and lower tool. And we're going to create, like, mounds. Yes. Because I think it's best to do it when you, like, create, like, jaggedy terrain. Yeah. Always check the... Always don't, like, hold the button down for any longer. Because, you know... Sometimes stop in between, so that way when you, like... If you want to undo it, it doesn't undo the whole thing. So that's something to consider about, especially when designing in this game. Always make sure you catch the errors on time, so that way you can undo it. Or else if you wait, it would have been too late. So we're just raising up the terrain. That way we can put trees on here. And I got this idea of making a parkway from watching Designer/Gamer's video of where he builds Bricksburg. He made a parkway. So I want to incorporate something like that. Because avenues, parkways, they just add more detail to the city. They just looks nice. They just looks nice. Alright, we're almost to the edge. And we're gonna place down some trees. I know it kind of looks a bit uneven, but that's okay. We'll fix that in just a second. I just want to get the ground raised high enough that way we can put these. That way we can put some trees on there. Make this parkway look awesome. Hopefully it does not damage the path. I think we're good. So now what we want to do next is take a tree. Like take maybe snowy tree? No. Not the snowy tree. Autumn tree? No. Cherry blossom tree? No. We want regular trees. Maybe take like this tree for this instance. And let's turn on blend so that way it blends with the ground. And then all you would do, get it to right when it's showing green. Oh. What if we do it like that? Oh. That's actually quite... Does that work with, like, another tree or something? There's other kinds of trees in this game. Like palm tree. Categories. Trees. Savannah tree. Huh, maybe the medium oak tree? Oh, that is gonna... No, I have an idea. Let's actually raise up the ground a bit right over here. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference if we raise the ground here or not. I really don't know what to do now. Maybe we'll just leave blend off. That way it does not mess with the... Oh. Hmm. Well, let's switch back to a tree. And maybe we can maybe tuck it in the ground. I mean, I kind of don't mind that. Because it's just going to mess up our sidewalk. So let's take this tree for this instance. We'll tuck it in the ground. Ah. Oh. I have blend turned on. Let's turn it off. Let's actually turn it off. And then maybe we can place down that same tree, but just maybe rotate it. Yeah, rotate it. Is that gonna... I mean, I could just remove the gray parts. I kind of don't mind that. Removing the gray parts? What do you say to that? I think let's have blend on, and then we can, like, remove any gray parts. Like, because those would be the sidewalks. Because I wanted to still, like, with the bottom of the tree touching the ground. That way it's, like, firmly on the ground. It's not tucked inside. So what I like to do, if I want to place down the same tree, I just rotate it. So that way it's not too repetitive the same way. So we're going to rotate it again. And we'll place it down facing that way. And then, you know, just alternate directions. Let's actually use another tree right now. Maybe tree 2? Yeah, that's a bigger tree. With more leaves on it. There we go. These add little details to your city. Okay, now let's switch to tree 3. And I think we'll be able to place down one more tree for now. Right here. And there you go. That's the way to make a parkway. Let's spin the sky, make it daytime. As much how fun things look at night, because some things do look really good at night. Like, especially if it has lights, it looks really good at night. Alright, so let's quickly get rid of all that gray stuff that got blended. Ah! What happened here? Oh, did the tree get... Did the tree not? Oh. Oh, the tree is not. Dang it, Mike. That's an easy fix. Alright, let's just remove this. Because obviously this tree did not place down correctly. That's funny. I thought I had blend on. So it should work. Okay, I think it should work this time. Fingers crossed that I hope it blends with the ground. Please. It worked. Yes. Okay. Now we can remove the gray stuff. There we go. We'll just be careful not to hit any of the leaves on the tree. Which I don't think we should not. I don't think we won't hit any leaves on the tree. There we go. We just have this side. Now we just have this side. Let's go ahead and remove the trees. I mean, not the trees. The gray stuff that got blended. Because it just looks silly. We don't want people to think that those are steps. What you know? We'll build a barrier around this thing. Alright. So we got rid of all the... Mike. Alright, so let's build a barrier around this thing. And let's use slopes, because obviously that's the best to use. Should we use the arch brick? I kind of like the idea of how the way that looks. The arch brick? But let's change that to a different color. Maybe we do it in, Darkstone Gray? Nah, that's more like road color. Let's do, like, maybe dark orange? A dark orange barrier. Now that's a pretty good idea. And then let's take the... What's this? 1x3x2 bow brick. In that same color, dark orange. And just do it around. This is the kind of thing that DSG did. The similar thing that designer/gamer did when he built his parkway. Is that gonna cut? Oh, that cut that. Alright, oh, we went it. I guess we went it a bit too deep. We went too deep. A little too deep. So let's back up. And let's place it right here. Yeah. I hope that should be far enough. Hopefully it won't hit any of the the bottom of the tree trunk, especially the slopes. I want to still keep the slopes at the bottom of the trunk cuz I like the way that looks. Looks pretty nice. I like the way this dark orange thing looks. But as I was saying, this is kind of the similar idea that designer slash gamer did in his Building Bricksburg series. Um, he used the bow bricks, except he did the bow bricks in like the was it like a dark gray color. We're doing this in dark orange color, and maybe we'll light it. I think we'll light it because I want this to stand out at night. I want this barrier to look pretty good to pretty brighten up the parkway at night. Alright. We do have a bit of grass above, but that's fine. We did go a bit too high, but that's fine. We'll just remove those bricks. Except for the one that's on the tree trunk. And we'll stop here for now. So let's start up again here. And we'll remove some of the grass. Except we'll have to keep maybe just one, so that way especially this part, one of the bottoms can actually still stand on it. You know, I may have to move some of the trees around. Not all of them, but some of them. Maybe I should have kept them at the same level. All the trees. And I think we're almost there. I love this hold and drag feature. It saves a lot of time. Especially in the build tool when you build bricks. I love that drag and hold. It's just so cool. You can place like multiple bricks at a time. Alright, so we got the barrier all set up. Let's go ahead and remove some of the bricks. Except for those two right here. Well, maybe these two. Maybe these two bricks. Almost there. There we go. Just want to remove all the grass. You know another tip? You can actually take a brick and actually cut into it by pressing and holding X if you're playing on Xbox One. Just make sure you're overlapping with bricks like that, where you see like red lines, red outlines. And on Xbox One, you press and hold X to cut the brick. See? And it gets rid of them pretty quickly. Let's change to a bigger brick. This is okay. And I think the rest is okay. Let's place like some bricks right here, so that way it's more stable. Let's actually like extend the thing all the way. So that way the barrier's not, that way the barrier's more stable. Like that. Oh, we're all... There we go. Now the barrier is more stabilized, and it's not going anywhere. Alright, so now I want to light this up. I want to light this up. So let's take a 1x1 plate in a glowy color, white glow. And all you would do, and let's place a glowy brick, or that glowy white plate on top of that. How should we do this? This is a more straight line. Should we have like a straight line? Or should we do something like this? Where we do every 2 studs. So this is a straight line, and this is every 2 studs. Designer/gamer did this every 2 stripes. Every 2 studs. Instead of a straight line. Which I kind of like that idea, so that way it's not too bright. So it would be like this, all the way around the whole barrier. And I may do this off camera, so that I don't bore you guys. And I think we're almost running out of time. Because, wow, 55 minutes. Wow. I've been recording for almost an hour. So, I'll do this off camera. I'll continue the rest off camera. So, this is what that looks like. And let's pick up the dark orange and let's fill in these. With dark orange plates on the studs that we skipped. There we go, just like that. And of course we would put a cap on it. Like the 1x1 flat tile, the square tile. And then we just cap this whole thing off. This is kind of similar to like the one designer slash gamer did. Which it looks pretty nice. The alternating lights. Every 2 studs that there's a light plate. So I will do this off camera. I will continue the Parkway off camera. So that's gonna have to be it for this episode. Um, make sure to leave a comment and hit that like button if you like it. And if you have any ideas of what you want me to build in Spaceball City, leave them in the comments down below. And I think in like the next episode we're probably gonna build like a monorail station or an underground subway station, because as the city gets bigger, you know, there's probably gonna need for public transportation. So like to get around the city. So that way, you know, it saves people more time than taking their private cars. This kind of reminds me of City Skylines. Like if you assign public transportation in your city, it saves people from taking their private cars to work. So I think that's what we'll do in the next episode. We'll find a good spot to build like an underground subway, metro, or maybe a monorail. Yeah, and we'll have bus services. Yeah, there's definitely going to be buses, city buses, as also a part of public transportation. So, thank you guys for watching this. And don't forget to leave it a like I mentioned earlier. And if you have any ideas, once again, that if you want me to build in Spaceball City, if you have any ideas of what I want to build, leave them in the comments down below. And I will see you guys in the next episode. See you then. Bye. Say bye, Mike. Take care.